okay, I have a mascot this weekend. Hi guys, welcome back to day 2. We're at FrightFest, Cineworld, Leicester Square.
John, I mean, it all started with you having nightmares with an estate agent. So can you go through that story?
We were trying to buy a house in London. Yeah, I kind of behaved quite badly and followed one of the estate agents home. I didn't put my hands on him or nothing, but just sort of scared him a bit. And it's like, well, why don't we do it about, this estate agent? What if I was to move into that estate agent's house rather than trying to scare him in a kind of overtly aggressive manner and just, wee in his mouthwash.
I just found the script just bizarre because I was like, what is this? I can't really place a genre on it. There's breaks within it with these elements of comedy, these elements of music. It's a nice combination.
Some of the comments of the American audience were, this is just gross out, sticking a toothbrush up someone's ass. It's just a normal occurrence to me, but like they were absolutely horrified.
Coffin tells the story of an actor strapped on a limousine. All the film happened inside this limousine. Is some kind of one situation thriller.
It's a very unique, peculiar type of film because it's pretty much just one actress, myself, and one location, the limousine. And it's a very claustrophobic place to be.
And it's the UK premiere of the film. It's very, very important for us to be in a festival like FrightFest.
We have a Cronenbergian, Lynchian, psychedelic, surrealist sci-fi horror movie that I hope blows some people's minds.
How is it behind the camera rather than in front?
So I asked Stuart Gordon for some advice before we started. He said, well, I'll give the same advice that Roger Corman gives to first-time directors, is sit down often and wear comfortable shoes. And that is great advice.
And action. Hi guys, how's it going?
The film's about vampires in a prison. The prison guards are all vampires, and they feed on the prisoners. That's why it's called Fanged. So I just thought it was a funny name, and
I heard the name, was like, yeah, I'll do it. Vampires in a prison. You go from zombies in the toilet to vampires in a prison. Next one's going to be, I don't know, Loch Ness Monster stuck in a wardrobe.
Dan is a very funny guy. I'm not funny in the slightest. So I bring the horror, I bring the violence and stuff like that. So that's how we're a pretty good duo, I think.
Obviously, when you're doing these sort of things, it's a lot of time in makeup, getting all the prosthetics on. But I think it was worth it. I think when it all got done, it looks pretty good.
So a scale of 1 to Twilight, where is Fanged?
One to Twilight. Beyond Twilight.
Is it beyond Twilight? Okay.
Yeah. It's going to be a franchise and everything. It'll be a Fanged up franchise.
I shall look forward to seeing it.
I'll come back as a werewolf.
Thank you for talking with me.
Nice
Thank you for the...
Don't fall off your apple box there. She's not really that tall.
I've been coming here since 2006 with my film The Living and the Dead.
Simon ultimately had to kind of make a film about himself, so hence Fashionista. And,
True.
It is on one level an addiction movie. It's about a girl who loves clothes too much.
Where the other films probably have more horror tropes, but this is more a mental degeneration film.
So personal that when I first read the script, I was like, really? You really want to make this? It's a spiritual successor to Red, White and Blue, but it's a very different film.
Travis, that brings us on to tonight's big premiere.
68 Kill is a completely bonkers, insane crime caper romantic comedy. It is so nice to come to a film festival that has done a good job of cultivating an audience who loves genre films, because you put it up in front of there and you just feel like the most brilliant person in the world because they get what you're trying to do. And if for some reason the FrightFest audience doesn't connect to the film, then I will probably just walk into the ocean.
Why do you want to do another franchise figure? What was in this one for you?
It's hard to say no when you receive a script named Leatherface. We were so much big fans of the original. We saw it when we were kids, and it has, had a major influence in our cinephilia, but also in our lives. The first time we've heard the chainsaw roar on the set, we were like kids. We had chills, and we were like, what the fuck? We are really doing it.
And you haven't seen the Inside remake either?
No.
You're definitely going to go tomorrow.
Yeah, we are going to watch it tomorrow.
Oh my God, I can't
wait to see what you say about that.
That's a
special
So you're here for Radius.
Yep, I think so. I'm tagged.
Because it's a deceptively simple premise, really. I mean, that's what's so clever about it. I mean, that's why I loved it so much.
Radius, in a nutshell, is about a guy that wakes up one day and everything around him dies.
Deceptively simple premise. It is, but then you have to expand on the premise, and that's when it becomes like a game of Jenga in a moving car. It's like every little piece you try to move, everything can fall down.
It sounds kind of out there, but it's, I mean, the way we've done it, it's, I think there's a real tension, and it's not too far-fetched.
It's almost the two movies in one, in a way, you know. We'll set you up in a sci-fi thing, and while we're misdirecting you with the sci-fi, then this other thing comes along and kind of whacks you in the face.
It is a horror film festival, so.
Yeah.